Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we are going to be watching Lost Season 4 Episode 2, and this next episode is called Confirmed Dead, and I'm so excited, so incredibly excited. I've missed this show so much. Not on YouTube, but in real life. This is where my break was because of my laptop issues. So it's been a month, at least almost a month, since I've seen the previous episode, and I am dying. So this is gonna be a really long intro. I'm sorry, I had way too much time to think about this show and come up with some crazy theories, and I just talk a lot when I'm excited. So yeah, this is gonna be a long intro, especially also because I've been told that I still somehow ended up missing one of the missing pieces little videos. So I'm gonna watch that right now, and then after that I will go into my little theories and just talk about everything Lost, and then I'll start reacting. So if you have no interest in watching me react to the missing pieces part, but you still wanna hear my theories, jump to this timestamp. And if you just here for the actual reaction to season 4 episode 2, then go to this timestamp. So let's not waste any more time because it's gonna be long anyway. So let's get into that missing pieces episode first. The Adventures of Hurley and Frogurt. Frogurt? I don't know what that is, but I can't believe I missed the Hurley one. Diabolical.
Hello, Hurley.
Oh, okay.
Frogurt.
Oh,
It's Neil.
Neil?
okay.
What are you
New
doing at Rosa
character.
Bernard's 10, Hurley?
Nothing?
Nothing, huh? Looks to me like you snagged some Dharma Cabernet.
Bernard said I could borrow it.
Don't worry, bro. I'm not here to get up in your scene. You want to steal from Bernie, you steal from Bernie. Let's have a question for you. What's going on with you and Libby?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you going to make a move or not?
It's none of your business, dude.
Look, Tubby, you're holding up the line. You and I both know that you're not going to get past doing laundry with her. So, how about you back off and let a real man show her what's what?
I don't see a real man anywhere here besides
Really?
Hurley.
Really?
Well, just so happens I'm way past laundry. Yeah, that's right.
If he
In fact,
says
I got a
we're
date
going
with
on a
Libby right now.
picnic,
We're going on a picnic.
You got a date with her?
Yeah. I'm bringing the wine, she's bringing the blankets.
Well played, Hurley.
you know what? This is better when I
Okay.
haven't seen this.
But this isn't over. If you can't close with Sweet Libby, it's Neil time. Now and forever.
Weirdo man. Oh no, he won't be able to close with Libby because of Michael. No! This was so sad. I feel like my software was trying to protect me by skipping this episode because this was so sad. Moments before disaster struck. How dare you? But yes, I think this should conclude the missing pieces episodes, which, as I said, were so much fun. Except for this one. This one kind of broke my heart. But other than that, this was a really cool little thing the show decided to do. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so now let's talk all things that are going through my head. So first of all, this episode is called Confirmed Dead, which is crazy. Who is confirmed dead? Okay, I think this kind of perfectly leads into my first theory, which came to me when someone told me that I accidentally talked over the moment where Hurley told Ana Lucia's ex-partner that he never met her. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting, because like, why would he ever lie about that? And the only explanation I could come up with is that Jack, Hurley, and the other 4 of the 6 told everyone that they are the only survivors, that when the plane crashed, it was just the 6 of them, and the 6 of them crashed, they survived, and then they got off the island, and now they're here. I feel like they lied about the other people, which could lead to a few different things. It's like, oh, are the other people confirmed dead? Or did the 6 confirm them dead upon impact or something, and the other people are still somewhere on the island, and maybe that's part of the reason why Jack wants to go back to the island as well, why he said we have to go back. Maybe we have to go back to save the people we've left behind. I think this theory holds a little bit of water, because also everybody kept calling Jack a hero in that flash forward we saw, and I just feel like maybe people wouldn't be this amazed by his endeavors if he had let the other 40 people die or something. You know, like 40 people died and he saved 6. Seems weird. So I feel like this is a crazy theory, but it could be true. The next one though, that's just an insane theory and I don't think it's true at all, but I'm gonna share it with you anyway. And that is that Ben is the reason why women die on the island who are pregnant. He's the reason why they can't get into their 3rd trimesters and both the mom and the baby die. Now hear me out, sounds crazy, right? And it is, but Ben was a premature baby. When I was editing that episode, his dad specifically said that, oh, you're just 7 months pregnant, like this should not be happening just yet. And 7 months is where the 3rd trimester starts. So it could be interesting that no woman pregnancy can make it farther than when Ben was born. Could be something there with the Ben's connection to the island. Like even as a kid, he got to see the ghosts that are there. He is seemingly the only one who can see Jacob. Well, I mean, it seems like Hurley and Locke have seen him kind of as well, but you know, overall, Ben has a pretty strong connection to this island. He also seems to be the only person who's ever gotten sick here. Well, maybe besides the virus that is supposed to be running around. Who even knows if Russo was telling the truth about that or not? I'm starting to doubt that, honestly. But, you know, Ben does seem special. So it could be interesting that his birth and his situation is the reason women can give birth here, perhaps? Maybe not, probably not though, but I just thought of it and I thought I would share because I thought it was so insane that it could just possibly be true. I also would like to revise my opinions on Charlie's death and how, you know, I thought it was pointless for him to die. Like, why would he do that? Why would he sacrifice himself? Listen, in my head, the way this was gonna go is that they were gonna call the boat and then they were gonna send the rescue team and then people will get on the helicopters that Desmond saw and they would fly away, and then maybe those people would come in, start destroying the island or something, and that would be why we have to come back or something. But now I'm starting to realize that maybe it's gonna be like a season-long thing where we get off the island, and now it makes more sense that if Charlie was alive, he could do something that could jeopardize Claire getting off the island. In my head, there was no correlation, because for me it was like by the time Charlie gets back from the Looking Glass, the choppers would already be on their way or something. Like, how could he mess this up? But I see it now. He could mess it up. So I very much so appreciate his sacrifice, even more now, because I already appreciated it and it was like a very brave thing to do, but I thought it was stupid. But I don't think it was stupid. Maybe he would have been the downfall of Claire getting off the island at some point, which could have been a good thing. Now that we have to go back, who knows? Like, things are so crazy. I miss this show so much. I can't even tell you how much I miss this show, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. I mean, like, the first episode of this season was so insane already. Charlie is back as a ghost. Jack is so different than from what we've seen at the end of season 3. I can't wait to find out what happened to him. I feel like there's also some story between him and Sarah. I don't know, just like the way she came in when Jack was in the hospital and she was pregnant and she didn't want to give him a ride. It just felt a little off. And, you know, now that I know that that's in the future and not in the past, I'm just thinking something must have happened between them when Jack got back. So yeah, I'm excited to maybe dive into that as well, especially to Jack. Like, I need to know what happened to him that got him to this point where he desperately wants to get back to the island. I was also thinking about the jamming signal and like the Looking Glass station, and how interesting it is that Ben decided to jam their signals right after, you know, the sky turned purple and the hatch imploded. So was Ben always looking for a reason to jam communication with the outside world, and he finally found one where it would be like inconspicuous, right? Where he could just be like, oh yeah, it was probably because the sky turned purple and that's why we can't talk to the outside world anymore. Or did he know that once that happened, maybe the island was discoverable and he didn't want anyone to find the island because he was worried what would happen if they did find it, which is, I'm thinking, is what's currently happening on the island, which could be anything. I'm so excited for that as well, like to see the island present day. I don't even know. I think present day is what's happening on the island, and then the flash forwards are, you know, the stuff we see that are off the island. It's so confusing, right? Because you're like, okay, which one is which? But I think that's how they're doing it, which is such a cool idea, by the way. Like, I love that so much because I do feel like we were kind of running out of flashback material, especially after we did the whole Locke thing where we figured everything out about him. I was just wondering, like, oh, I wonder what else we could do with John. But now we're doing flash forwards, which is just such a breath of fresh air for this show. I didn't expect them to shake things up like this, and I really love it. And I can't wait to see whose flash forward will be seeing this episode. Are they actually gonna reveal a new survivor, like a new person of the 6? Or will we just do a flash forward for Kate? Because we already know her and she hasn't gotten one yet. So I think that could be a possibility. Or maybe they're gonna reveal someone. I think the most obvious person to reveal would be Claire, because I feel like most people would assume that she's one of the 6 since Desmond had that flashback. But also this means, because Hurley said that I'm one of the Oceanic 6, that it feels like maybe it's only the people who were on the plane that were rescued. So it definitely wouldn't be Ben, Juliet, or Desmond. None of the people we've met along the way. So yeah, that's very intriguing as well, because besides Claire, I don't know who it could be. I don't know who could have made it up, especially because at the end of the previous episode, we had 2 groups formed and Jack and Kate were on one, but Hurley on a different one, but still somehow those 3 characters have made it off the island. So like, I couldn't even guess. Like, it's not even like, oh, I have a smaller amount of people to choose from because they're part of the same group. No, it could still literally be anyone. The only people I'm kind of excluding for the time being are the people who were not on the plane. So yeah, sorry for this long ass intro. One more thing, let me just plug my Patreon. Yeah, that's not an embarrassing to do every single time at all. But you know, if you want to check it out, you can watch the full unedited reactions to this up on my Patreon. The link will be in the description down below. And now, finally, let's get into this episode. Oh, what is this? Is this the island?
Sonar's pinging up something now. Hey, you want to switch feeds?
Oh, it's another sonar. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I'm headed on a bearing of about 137 from the coordinates we pulled off our guy's map. But don't hold your breath.
Is this gonna be the plane? Our plane?
Let's swing around the next grid and recalibrate.
Oh my god, we get to see it. We get to see what they found.
It's an airplane.
Oh my god. It's so interesting that it also seemingly broke in half. It has the exact same... Oh my god. It has the exact same breakage as ours did. The front, the middle, and the back.
In search of the remains of sunken trading ships.
Wait, how come they were there though? If they went to LA from Sydney, wouldn't they go the other direction?
And why are you so upset?
You don't know? Do you know someone on the plane? Wait, what? I'm so overwhelmed. Are we doing a flashback for the guy who just landed here?
I'm Daniel Faraday. I'm here to rescue you.
Are you though? I'm so lost. Get it? I'm really lost.
I made contact with some of the survivors. We were just
My on speaker.
Would you give me just one sec?
Right. That is not suspicious at all.
What's wrong with you? You're gonna get struck by lightning.
Storm's about to pass, Hugo.
It's a freaking monsoon. We gotta...
Oh, who's a good boy?
There's a cabin I have to go to.
I thought the cabin was back that way.
What did you say, Hugo?
Oh yeah, he saw it too. You're not the only special one, Locke.
I thought you were talking about the airplane cabin.
Oh, Ben knows.
Why are we wasting our time going to some shack anyway?
Because we were supposed to.
Like you were supposed to throw a knife into that Naomi chick's back.
I love Locke.
You mind telling us who you're getting your orders from, Colonel Kurtz?
A ghost.
I got him from Walt.
That's even fucking crazier. You should have gone with the ghost option.
Why would Ben say the people coming here intend to do us harm?
Because he's a liar. And he's trying to scare us. That's what Ben does.
I mean, yeah, true, but I'm sure sometimes he's telling the truth, and this might be one of those times.
What's this for? I'm not in charge of packing, so...
Right, yeah, for sure.
Why did you bring the gun? Just precaution.
Precaution against what?
Rescuing you and your people, can't really say it's our primary objective.
Then what is?
Fuck, man.
The hell do you mean you saw Walt? In a dream?
No dream, it was Walt. Only taller.
Taller?
Yeah, he aged.
What, like a giant?
Like a giant.
He said I had work to do, that I had to stop this woman, Naomi, from bringing the rest of her people here.
Well, you didn't ask any follow-up questions?
Ben had shot me and left me for dead. Walt saved my life, so I pretty much took him at his word.
I mean, that's fair.
He shot you, yet here you are, fit as a fiddle, tromping through the jungle.
Here's your proof.
I'd probably be dead if I still had a kidney there. Anything else?
That is insane. That is insane. So now that's a good thing? He got robbed by his father.
You dead?
Back up, Nancy.
Oh my god.
Whoa, Miles! Take it easy, it's okay.
What the fuck is wrong with his guy?
Naomi, the woman you killed!
How do you know about that?
Where is she?
Also, what do you mean? She's dead. You want to see her dead body? Why?
Can only be described as the worst-case scenario. With the plane accounted for and a salvage mission unlikely, authorities are confirming all 324 passengers dead.
Oh my god, the way we're getting flashbacks on these guys right now is crazy.
200 cash only.
You told me 100 on
That was before my buddy at the police station told me your grandson was murdered.
What's happening? I'm so confused. Is he a ghost hunter or a cleaner?
No matter what you hear, don't come up.
What are you doing? Is he a scam artist?
You're not doing your grandmother any good staying here, man.
Oh, I think it's for real.
I want to go downstairs and tell her you've gone. The only way I'm going to be able to do that is if you tell me where it is.
Tell me where what is.
So where is it?
What is it? You gonna steal something? Oh my god, it's money. And drugs?
You can go now.
I'm so confused. Is he gonna give the money to her? Or is he actually scamming her, but he's also actually a psychic?
You get a refund. Half off. Wasn't as tricky as I thought.
You little slimy bitch.
These are good people.
Then why'd Naomi use the damn code? Yeah. You remember when she said, "Tell my sister I love her"? Well, she doesn't have a sister.
Oh, fuck.
Naomi was killed, but not by us. It was a man by the name of John Locke. He's not with us anymore.
Kate, seriously, if I have to ask you again...
Even if I took you to her body, you wouldn't know what happened.
Oh, no! Now take me to her body.
Because he's psychic. Oh, that is so interesting. I was like, I believe she just threw Locke under the bus like that. I mean, fair, she definitely thinks he's the enemy currently, but still.
Keep your mouth shut, Mr. Linus.
Carl. Now, if you're gonna sleep with my daughter, I insist you call me Ben.
Easy, kid.
Back in the real world, a low-life scam artist like you could never compete with a first-class surgeon. I think Kate was really upset when you made your choice to come with us.
Are you trying to get yourself killed, Ben?
Thank God she has Jack there to comfort her.
Dave!
Oh my God.
Anyone want to tell me why we're keeping this guy alive? We're keeping him alive because he's been on this island a lot longer than any of us.
And we like him.
Let's execute him right here, right now, in front of his daughter.
All right, Locke, you win, but only this time. Oh, Hurley, what a sweetheart. And he's listening to him. I love how close they have gotten.
I know that you don't want anybody to get hurt, right? So why don't you just put that away?
Jack, do you see something? Do you hear something?
We're just trying to help.
Kate, wasting your breath. Let's just let this play out and see what happens, okay?
What? What is it? Is the smoke monster coming?
Put the guns down.
Now, why would I do that?
Because our friends are out in the jungle right now holding a gun at your head and his head.
Is that true?
Come on, how stupid do you think?
Oh, let's fucking go. That's our man Saeed. He's simply the best.
I don't know, Maz. How stupid are you?
Alright, you already beaten him. You don't have to tease him as well.
He wants to know if we're lost.
Remind him that people in our line of work are terrible at keeping
Oh my
secrets.
God, Zelina from Once Upon a Time.
As in bear?
As in polar bear.
A polar bear in the desert and now in the jungle? What the fuck are these polar bears doing in this universe? That's a Dharma thing!
Is that a collar?
Oh my God, it's a snake? A tree? A tree made of snakes. Final answer. Ooh. Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna belly flop. What an interesting group of people though. Oh. Oh, she found the other group. How fucking insane.
Hi.
How yourself?
But yeah, like we have an archaeologist, a psychic, Danny. I don't know what he does, but a very weird group of people.
What do you do for a living, Daniel?
I'm a physicist. I mean, I guess you could call me a physicist. I don't really like being pigeonholed into one. Dan.
So he's a scientist. Okay, interesting.
And the world at large believes us to be dead. But here we are, alive and well. And you don't seem remotely surprised to see us.
Oh, my God. You guys were on Oceanic Flight 815. Wow. That better?
No, it's worse. It is a wow moment. He sucks.
Is that your baby?
No, I just found it in the jungle.
Did you have him here on the island? It's amazing. Well, I've got about 1 million more questions I want to ask you, but...
Oh, I don't like that. Ben is scheming.
We need to stay where we are so that they can find us.
See, there's your problem. We don't want to be found.
Ooh, that's a badass line. And now we have another hostage.
Your friend, Charlotte. She's moving.
Yeah, that's not her. Did they put it in the polar bear?
According to this, she's right here.
Okay, so look up.
Charlotte!
Why
Charlotte!
would you yell? Oh, he's so stupid. Should have left him in the lab.
Over there. Over there.
Is he the monkey? Oh, it's Vincent! Oh! Hey, buddy. He's so cute. Yeah, take that off. It's itchy.
Authorities have released dramatic footage of the sunken remains of Oceanic Flight 815.
I love this so much. Like, it's so fun that we get to see what was going on in the real world while we were on the island.
Covering the bodies would be next to impossible. We can only hope that identification will provide closure to the families of the victims. Unquote.
Wait, this would be so crazy that they did find the bodies that didn't make it to the island?
I'm staring at the television right now. You're broadcasting footage of the wreckage and saying that that's the pilot, Seth Norris.
It's not?
Well, that's not him.
How do you know?
This guy married his high school sweetheart at 19. He always wore his wedding ring, and I'm telling you, there's no ring on that body.
Sir, it's likely the ring fell off.
I'm telling you, that is not him.
Okay, so they found a different plane or a decoy plane.
Because I was supposed to be flying Oceanic 815 on that day.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, wait, let's think. So they maybe found a decoy plane, and these people, the reason why they weren't surprised that they found the passengers is because they already knew that that's not the real plane? Maybe? You know what I mean? Because like Miles is like, oh wow, reaction was so bad. That maybe they already figured that they're alive, they just wouldn't have guessed that they're on this island, is where I'm at currently.
Whatever they came for, it isn't us. We keep moving forward as planned.
Sure, who are we to argue with taller ghost wall?
That is so funny.
And if you think you're gonna bloody stop me from getting to my...
That was crazy. Why do they hate the Once Upon a Time actresses on this show? Oh my gosh, she's wearing a bulletproof vest. What kind of archaeologist has a bulletproof vest on?
Is he
It's a
alive?
scary day when John and Ben are on the same side.
Where did it crash?
Crash? What kind of pilot do you think I am? I put her down safe and sound right over there.
Oh, wait, what? So can we leave or what? Oh my god, we have a chopper. But where's Claire? She's supposed to get on it. Is it over? There's no way. I know it. There is no way.
With respect, these are the wrong people for a mission like this. None of them have field experience, military training. You can't just drop them in unprotected. It'll be a disaster.
They're not unprotected. They have you.
Not anymore.
This is a high-risk covert op in unstable territory. It's dodgy enough without having to babysit a head case, ghostbuster, anthropologist, and a drunk.
To be fair, he's also a pretty good pilot.
It's madness. What if we find survivors from 815?
There were no survivors.
Yes, I know.
Wait, what?
There were no survivors of Oceanic 815. Don't ask questions, just do what you were hired for.
Are they behind the cover-up?
Everything relies on you getting them in, getting them out, and preventing anyone from getting killed. Think you can do that?
No, is the answer to that.
Why not?
I'm so curious. Who the hell are they?
There's some minor damage, but the mechanical systems are intact.
So, we're off to the races?
Juliet what?
Juliet Burke.
Juliet Burke.
You weren't on the plane.
You weren't on that plane, were you?
Nope.
You sure? You know how many times I studied that damn manifest? Believe me.
I don't like this. Things are shifting.
He's a native.
Where is he? Back off.
Where is who?
You want to know why we're here? I'll tell you why we're here. We're here for Benjamin Linus.
Oh my god. He knows these people?
I'm sorry you got shot. I didn't intend for that to happen.
Really? Does it seem like you're about to shoot me yourself?
What good would you be to me dead?
I feel much more comfortable now.
Oh yeah, you should.
Danielle, you should escort Alex away from me.
No! Let's go. Come on.
She's right.
Alex.
Let's go.
No, you can't kill him. I love him.
Anyone who doesn't want to see this should leave now.
Oh, should I leave?
I have information that you need. I have answers.
Are you gonna tell us the truth?
What is the monster?
What?
The black smoke, the monster. What is it?
Oh, that's not an answer he has. Ask something else.
Her name is Charlotte Lewis.
How do you know that?
Parents David and Jeanette, eldest of 3, all girls. She was raised in Bromsgrove. Did her undergraduate studies at Kent. Took her PhD in cultural anthropology at Oxford.
How does he know any of this?
She's here with 2 other team members and a pilot. Their names Daniel Faraday, Miles Strom.
Is Jacob somewhere behind him, giving him the answers? Is he cheating?
Your instinct was right, John. These people are a threat.
But not to the island, but to you.
Because I know what they're doing here. I know what they want.
They want you.
What do they want? Me, James. They want me.
So how is it a threat to the island? Also, so Ben left the island as an adult.
How do you know all this?
Because I have a man on their boat.
No, don't end it. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. That's the review. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh my god, what the hell was this? What the hell was any of this? I don't understand, and I swear to god, since the start of season 4, these episodes feel so much longer than just 40 minutes. Like, they feel an hour long. I still don't understand how they pack this much information and insanity into just a singular episode. It's crazy, and I have no idea. I don't know what's any of this. I don't know what's happening. Ben has someone on the boat. Who? What? Is it George? Is George the guy we saw talk to Naomi, or is it like a different person? And like, who is this Makowski or whatever that Miles was asking after? Is that George? Is George last name Makowski? I have no idea. But like, why can't he come to the phone? Like, what is he doing on the goddamn boat? That's so important when his team is off on enemy territories and they're here for Ben, and they have a picture of adult Ben out and about in the real world. Like, he left the island? I didn't expect that. When would he have done that? I guess after he killed the entirety of Dharma. Maybe he had access to the submarine, and then him and Richard left. Maybe they started their company or something, and then I don't know, man. Oh my god. And they think that, okay, they thought that Juliet was a native, which is not the case at all, but neither is Ben. Do they think Ben is a native? Like, maybe their group or whoever came in contact with Ben, and he also lied to them and told them that he was born on this island. Why would he have done that? And again, okay, so Ben being like, oh, they're so dangerous and they're here to hurt us and the island, blah, 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 but they're just here for him. So how would that hurt the island? I don't know. Dude, this show has gotten so crazy. Like, when I started this back in season 1, this was just like a fun survival show with a bit of a fantasy element added into it, with the monster and the polar bears and all that kind of jazz. And now we're here. And I don't know how that happened, but I couldn't be more excited. Like, this is genuinely so good, so fun. I cannot wait to see where they're gonna take this. Like, Ben having an inside man on the boat, and that's why he knew not to let them come here. I don't know. And then the Walt thing has been so curious. I'm sorry, James. Every time he was like, oh, because tall Walt told you that. That is so funny. I mean, it makes sense because obviously the actor aged a lot in these past 3-4 years. But, you know, in the show's time, it's been 3-4 months. So it makes sense for Locke to be like, oh yeah, that's a little weird. But I just love it. I just love the Sawyer always referring to him as like Torvald. Like, that was so good. But yeah, this was an incredible episode. My head is truly reeling. I can barely remember everything that happened, and then there was like just so many insane things happened. I don't even know where we're gonna go next. I honestly can't believe that we got flashbacks this episode, but flashbacks to these new characters. That was so unexpected. I feel like it took us, 3 years to get a flashback for someone who wasn't a survivor, right? Like, the first flashback we got that was like that was Ben's. Up until then, every flashback was of an Oceanic flight survivor. So crazy that now, with these new characters, they were just introduced and we're already getting flashbacks of them. But it was also just so cool. Okay, let's try and think about this whole plane thing and like what happened there. Okay, so first I thought maybe that would be like the craziest thing where we find all the passengers who didn't make it onto the island, like the ones maybe who got sucked out or the ones who just died as is. That's why I was like, oh, interesting that we're seeing, the pilot that we never got to see, because on the island we only had the co-pilot. So I was like, okay, the co-pilot made it here, the real pilot made it to the bottom of the ocean. I don't know, our plane got cloned and then the people just sort of gone to one plane and the other. You know what I mean? I thought maybe that's what's happening. But the guy being like, oh, the survivors of Oceanic flight are all dead, and just like saying it as like, hey, I know they're not, but they are. Feels like maybe they're behind it somehow, and they wanted people to think that they're dead, and maybe they did figure out that they're on that island. It did kind of feel like Naomi was shocked when she learned that information, but maybe she's just a good actress, right? Because apparently she did already know that they're not dead. I don't know. Like, I don't know what kind of company these people are or like who they are and who they work for, nor do I understand their connection to Ben and why they would go through so much trouble to get to Ben. Because if they're somehow behind the fake plane, that's crazy. Just to get to Ben? Why? Is it because this island is special and Ben was gatekeeping it from them and now they're here for him and for the island's powers? How does any of this fit in with the whole we have to go back part as well? Like, I don't know. I feel like I had some cool theories going into this episode and now I got nothing. I got truly nothing. Also, don't think I've forgotten about the fact that Daniel was crying when he first heard about the news about Oceanic Flight 815 and he's like, I don't know why. So like, did he know someone on that plane or what was that? That was such a strange moment. It feels like, you know, something that you could throw away, like a throwaway line, but I feel like that was so important and I'm excited to find out the reason why he cried. Maybe someone will recognize him somewhere down the line. Also, where the hell was Desmond this episode? Did we see him? Did I miss him? I forget what he was up to in the one before, you know, that was like so long ago. I kind of forgot who went with which group, but I feel like, oh, I don't know. I think he would have gone with Luck, right? Because he would have heard the whole not Penny's boat thing and he would be untrusting of the new people coming in. But I feel like we didn't see him with Luck's group, did we? Maybe I just missed him. But I do miss him. I love Desmond and I need to see more of him. So yeah, this was an awesome episode. I really loved it. The more we get into the show, the more lost I am. But I'm having the time of my life and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, a huge shout goes out to all my Patreons for supporting me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. I really appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my